What is up, you guys? It's your girl Brand New, and I am back in the building. And this time, honey, I am back for a part 4 of Porsha Loves Bad Boys, the series. This will be the last and final part, you guys. So in this part, I really want to focus on Porsha's relationship with the guy, Todd. He came in around season 9, and he was the guy where she was trying to have babies with, but she didn't want to marry him. And my whole thing with this, I know a lot of the viewers were saying that Todd is a bum. Todd came on the show to live off of Porsha. You know, he quit his job so he could be with Porsha. The man said he was taking a break for a little bit, and then he was going to get back to work. I believe he had stated he had money in savings and, you know, in some other areas. And I just felt like Porsha was really pushy with him. Like, I get it, you guys. She's on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Those girls make bank. Those girls make coin. But at the same time, Porsha, I'm going to have to keep it real with you like this. You see how bad Dennis is treating you because he has all this so-called money and businesses? I heard he ain't got money all like that, but he do got a lot of businesses. So that means, you know, he's not a broke man, which is good. But at the same time, boo-boo, oatmeal pie face. When we deal with men, we also want men that treat us with respect, with love, you know, just tender, loving care. And it looked like, in my opinion, you guys, Todd could have been the guy to do that. He seemed to be sweet and nice. He bought her some ice cream. All we see Dennis doing on the show is buying her these expensive gifts. And I know most women would be like, ooh, I'll take the expensive gift over some damn ice cream. But what I'm saying, you guys, is, you know, when you want real, true love, you have to separate that from being, you know, this materialistic woman. So, of course, the man that you're with, you want him to have a job. You want him to be able to provide. But I felt like she was not patient enough with Todd the way she is with Dennis, because with Porsha is not loving from a place within her heart. It's more of, how much money you got? Oh, if you got this amount of money, I'll put up with the cheating. I'll put up with the lying. I'll put up with all the disrespect and the dishonesty. You sitting up here putting up with all this shit that comes from Dennis. Meanwhile, he ain't even as cute as the guy Todd was. The guy Todd, guys, he looks like a model. He looks like he belongs with Porsha. I love their little silly, cute, goofy relationship. And what I see with Todd is, I just saw a guy that appeared to like genuinely like Porsha for who she is. And I believe he liked the glitz and the glam of Real Housewives of Atlanta. But with Dennis, you could tell, you know, he's very like opportunistic. And I'm not at all saying he can't promote his businesses. That's not what I'm saying on the show. But it just seems like Dennis got with Porsha, in my opinion, for the wrong reasons. Whereas this guy, Todd, I feel like he really loved and genuinely cared for Porsha and just wanted to spend time with her. But Porsha, you know, she wasn't feeling that. And you all will see that in this clip that I am about to play for you. This really lets me know, you guys, what Porsha's intentions are and what she looks for in a man. And, you know, it just really brought it on home, you know, for me. That's all I'm going to say about that, honey. Okay.
You've been directing what you have built. You know what I'm saying? I need answers. This is how it needs to be.
You know where I was? I was present in the relationship.
Yeah, but
present in the relationship and wanted it.
The man just got into the relationship with her, and she's already, you know, pressing him about where they go live and, you know, how many kids they go have. And, you know, to me, she was just doing too much. I get you want a baby. And it's very clear now, you guys, that Dennis, I think, can be replaceable if she would just replace him already. I think with Dennis, she just really wanted the baby, honestly. That's why she's kind of putting up with all his shit. That's just my opinion.
Answers and wanted to know where we were going to go. What are you going to do? Right. What is your plan for us? things got a little messed up as far as your professional life. So when you weren't doing it, of course I'm looking at you like,
why I can't take a break? Why I can't take a break? Why I can't take a break?
I get to take a break?
I don't think you guys, I get, she wants somebody will hustle to them, but you can't tell people when to take a break. Clearly, Dennis takes all types of breaks from his professional life because he out here doing all this cheating. But when it was Todd, honey, Todd couldn't take a break. He ain't have enough money for Porsha. She wanted him to be busy all the time. So this explains, you guys, a lot of the reason why she is being treated the way that she is now, because Porsha is all about that money. And if you ain't got that money, she tend to act funny, okay?
Take a break? Who do that? I don't even damn sleep. You got fired, you said, right? That's not a break. That means, I got fired. Let me find another job. Now, it's time to chill. Ain't no break. Ain't no break, bitch.
Now, plenty of people take breaks all the time if they quit a job. I know all about this because I've quit jobs and then I didn't immediately go back into the field. I took a break to figure out where I wanted, to go in my life, so sometimes breaks are needed. But I feel like Porsha was accusing a man of just being lazy. And, I just honestly, like I said, she did not like the fact that this man didn't have bank like that. That's what it was. Okay. That's what it was right there. And this is what happens when your mother raises you basically to be a gold digger. Just because we already saw all of this, happen with Cordell. She married him. It wasn't just for love. Well, come on now, you guys. She got money out of it too. Which is cool. You should always get something out of dealing with some man, okay? Because only love can take you so far. But you guys, you need both. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really need somebody that really, truly loves you. And sometimes that's the man that has the least amount of money. I don't think Dennis loves her like that. Who the hell embarrasses you like that? Okay, over and over again, Porsha. Okay? To the point where you don't watch what happens live and you can't even answer certain questions. Because you don't want to look stupid to the fans. Well, it's a little too late for that. But I'm just saying.
If you're coming in my life at 35 years old, you're almost 40. I'm expecting you to be more mature. This ain't no punch. You gotta come in
right.
This ain't no, nah. You gotta come in this and be who I know you are. Be that. Okay? Be him.
You think she ever had to talk to Dennis like that? No. And this guy is sitting up here smiling at her, looking at her. I don't think that we would have heard about him, you guys, cheating on her, embarrassing her, putting her through all this shit that Dennis has been doing. See, when we think of men with money, we gotta think about that. Like, those are the ones that are more likely to cheat. They got more options. I don't know how some of these guys got options, but it's the money, but at the end of the day, I would rather have somebody that got their own coin and then somebody that treats me with respect, honesty, and decency. And to me, that's love right there. Not all the gifts that Dennis buys her. That ain't love, because he's embarrassing you now every other week.
I will cut us off. I will be done with you before I deal with half-assness.
You're already dealing with half-assness and you ain't cut him off yet. We still are waiting. We are waiting.
Let that be understood.
Look at how she treated the poor guy. He's like, point taken. I got it. You can just see his little face go down. Oh, poor Todd. And he really, really looked good with her. He really fit her. Nobody questioned, you guys, when they were together. Nobody questioned them physically. Like, oh, they look good together. This, it makes sense. But Dennis, when we saw Porsha with Dennis, it was like, you couldn't do no better than him. Like, come on. Okay, this frog looking fool. So the signs and the warnings were pretty much there, with Dennis. She was warned about Dennis, and she chose not to listen. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people will argue that the heart wants what it wants, but I don't think this was really a heart decision. I think this fool got some coins. And I got time today, okay? I got time for the foolishness. I got time for this type of man that's been with this one, been with that one. You know, like a lot of these women like Porsha, they feel like, oh, it's going to be different with me. I don't care what he's did in the past. That's irrelevant. No, that's actually important, okay?
Just say this, y'all. The ladies and I had a lunch when I had spoke to them about, I know people that have kicked it with Dennis before, and that she's tattooed different girls that I know name on him. Somehow it got back to you, and I know you were upset. Yes, the conversation that we had the other night.
Yeah, I want to know how I'm involved.
You must have said something to her about what we discussed the other day.
Hello, Kitty. Hello. See, I don't get involved in people's relationships.
Yeah.
No, she didn't hear from me, honey. I think someone that she considers a big sister to her. So, Porsha.
Did you even think it was conversation worthy, really? I'm happy about him, and I was excited he got the tattoo, whatever.
You got your tattoo?
I got my name tattooed, yeah. On him.
I knew their relationship was some bullshit when she got to saying, ooh, his name is tatted on me. You know what I'm saying? I got his name all on me. He got my name on him. And turns out he does this with a lot of the women that he dates, which is a big red flag and lets you know that you ain't nothing special. This is what he does with all his women. Okay?
Say what?
I didn't know you got it. I didn't know that.
Well, isn't that sweet? How many other girls got that tattoo?
If there's anything about him before I met him, no, I could care less.
Well, that's not the way it came off when he was calling people this morning. He was making it seem like you was highly upset.
He has been single for all this time. He falls hard. He's making...
Now, if he's calling people just because they talking shit about him, a hit dog will holla. He was guilty. I mean, come on now, Porsha.
Get a tattoo.
But if I find out it's multiple people that you've done that to in the last year and a half.
What though? People have sex with multiple people and they care about them less.
I'm looking at you right now. I know you ain't got everybody tattooed on you.
I joked about it. I mean, he got so many damn tattoos. It may be a name I'm looking at every day.
Probably.
She should be too busy selling penises and butt plugs to be worried about what Dennis is doing. Dennis doesn't like anything messy. And Dennis does not know you. So when somebody is talking about something as private as a tattoo or what he want to buy his girlfriend or whatever he do with his exes, it does feel negative. Am I supposed to take it as a good thing? See, we about to go back down the wrong road. Wrong road.
Which is where you are headed, Porsha, if you don't get out of this relationship soon. Collect that child support. Collect your $200, okay? When you pass go, and you keeps it moving, sister.
Oh, wrong road.
That's what I'm saying.
I've been in pain for the past 3 weeks. I need to be done with it. I had just heard my fiance say that he actually had sex with someone while I was carrying our child.
Now, do you think that Todd would have did any of that to Porsha? No, Todd wouldn't have did none of that. But Porsha, all she wanted was to be his baby mama. She didn't want to marry Todd. She didn't want the good guy. You know what I'm saying? She didn't want the guy that was treating her right. You signed up for all of this, ma'am. Okay, but like I told y'all in one of my other videos, I believe she's smart enough to just use all of this for a storyline, probably for this season, and then hopefully next season it'll be her moving on from him. We will see, honey.
This isn't anything that I even think I'm capable of forgiving.
just talking about, what is it going to take to get beyond where you are? Because I remember one point you said you were done. And Dennis, I'm going to start with you. Why do you think you came today, and help me understand where you are?
I think we've been through a lot these last few months, and everything was good. But, I made a mistake. I cheated, and
It's not a mistake. I mean, a mistake to me is like take the wrong exit. You don't make a mistake and set up with someone and cheat.
And he did it while you was pregnant. He just nasty for that, honey.
That's not where he needs to be in order for me to heal.
Now, the whole time, you guys, they was in that little therapy session they was in, and Dennis, he just didn't look sorry. It just looked like another day of life for him. I don't know, honey.
In order for me to move forward, okay. He has to be in a place, in my eyes, taking full accountability for his actions, period. No matter how it looks and it feels. It insults me when he says mistake.
Preparing to have a baby with her Mr. Right, but here's what, as we've seen this season, things between her and Dennis have gone fully left. Watch this.
I am headed to therapy with Dennis. I can't even think of a damn thing to even say to him. After I heard what I need to hear, I just got up and stormed out. I had just heard my fiance say that he actually had sex with someone. This is my family. I wanted a family. It's like it's got to be a bad dream or a joke.
Girl, you still haven't got this daycare thing worked out yet.
I just don't have time to do it. It's just us right now. I don't even know what's going on right now. But, I'm trying to develop boundaries.
I don't even know what to say here, because what should have been the best point of your life, the birth of your baby, coincided with the worst part of your life.
Because she chose the wrong man for the wrong reasons. Period.
Yeah. Finding out what happened, and then the cameras are there. How soon did we start filming and you had found out? How soon after you found out had we started filming?
Within about 2 or 3 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, within about 2 or 3 weeks.
Can I ask you a question? Was it your big ass foot that caused all the mess?
And that's why I got it broke.
I don't know. I'm just asking. While you were pregnant, this man dogged you out?
Well, we're still working it out. We really are. We are re-engaged.
Now, y'all heard how she talked to Todd, but see, with a man that displays bad behavior, she's willing to be so forgiving and wants to work it out. Even David Allen Greer, when he was on Watch What Happens Live with her, you'll hear his voice, he's questioning this whole debacle because he feels like it's crazy that, this man would pull this while she's pregnant. So it's not a good look.
And, that was, because we were engaged at first.
Yes.
We had to break up, and then
you are re-engaged.
We are working on our family.
Did you get another ring?
You trust him.
We're working on our family. It takes time. I love him, and he loves me, and we're doing what's best for our family.
Yes, you are.
That's really all you can do.
And you're working on the trust.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to have trust,
Yes. All right. Well, see some tweets wanting to know if that's the same engagement ring on your finger that you had to give back.
Yes, the same ring, and that was shady, but yeah.
Morgan D wants to know text.
Well. It's true, though, Porsha. It's true. The man cheated on you and made you give the damn ring back, okay? Like, where do they do that at? Where do they do that at, y'all? Y'all answer that question for me. Like, I already knew he was full of shit when he did that. So Dennis is very, you guys, passive-aggressive with Porsha. To me, he's very dismissive of her feelings, and it's just not a good look. You just can't be with people just because of how much money they have or how many businesses they have. Hell, you got your own money, Porsha. You ain't one of these chicks. It's not like you ain't got nothing. And then, you trying to deal with this guy and put up with his bull crap because you trying to get something. You already got, you're already established pretty much on Real Housewives of Atlanta, so you don't need nothing from him. Drop that zero, girl, and get you a hero, okay?
Porsha and Dennis sat down with their family tonight for the first time since his infidelity. And here's what. Porsha's mom and sister got the chance to be frank with the hot dog king. Take a look.
You know, me and Porsha have been through some rough times in the last 2 months, and I just want to apologize to everybody.
How could you do that to her? I felt like you knew better.
I did not wait all these years for my daughter to be a baby mama.
Your mom.
Well, your daughter shouldn't have had that baby without being married, because that's what happens when you have a baby out of wedlock. You become a baby mama, whether you like it or not, and you can either accept the title or not. But your daughter, Miss Diane, should have moved differently, and she didn't. This is what happens, you know. So she could have married Dennis, you guys, like I said before, and she could have saw the error of his ways while being married to him, then having the children. Kind of like what Candy did with Todd. She married him first. A couple of years later, we saw little Ace. That is how you should do things. So I'm just saying.
Didn't call me. I feel like I should have gotten a different type of support.
I wanted him to understand the repercussion of what had been done. At the same time, I didn't know where to step in at.
Us putting our relationship back together after this is going to be and is the hardest thing we've ever done. I just never had anybody care enough how my mom felt and care about my sister felt to...
Girl, bye. He don't care about them.
Want to sit them down and apologize. That is the reason why I'm committed to trying to trust him again.
That meant a lot to you.
It did.
It did. Lauren, what was your reaction at the table? Did it mean a lot to you?
It did. I think in the moment when he was telling us we should have reached out, I felt like attacked and I was angry in the moment.
Right.
But later on, when I went home, I talked to my mom. She was like, it's big of him to even want to sit you down and discuss how he felt. So.
Right. That moved you.
Yeah.
Yes. Where are you two today?
You know, we're working on our relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you trust him?
Huh? I think you ask that every time I come here.
Well, that's because I want to know.
I think every relationship is a work in progress. We have a daughter together, and just pray for us. You know, you pray for yourselves. Add us in there too, baby.
Now, I ain't got time to be praying for some grown-ass, middle-aged woman that knows what she's doing in her relationships. You just need to leave the relationship. Okay, I like to pray for things that I have hope about, not things that I already know is not going to work out. You enter into the relationship for the wrong reasons, yada, yada, yada.
Porsha, we're getting this everywhere. People want to know how you feel about the rumor Dennis was seen out with multiple women. He was rumored to be with a group of women at an Atlanta diner at 4 a.m. Was that a blip in your relationship?
See, now they had tried to work things out. You guys, we saw her get re-engaged, and we saw him sit down with her mother and sister and, you know, pretty much make all these promises to them. And then all of a sudden we hear about him being caught with some women out at a restaurant. A lot of people say it's, you know, he's not cheating, he's just eating. And why are you with all these women that is not your fiance and you already been accused of cheating? Why are you even putting yourself in this type of situation? So they could be playing with our intelligence, you guys, and be using all this stuff for a storyline, or Dennis, you know, is just a no good dirty dog. One or the other, honey.
And you read about that?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, I don't know? I mean,
people talk.
Like Celine Dion come on, they say people talk. The blogs, you know, he was out. I don't know. Can y'all just continue to comment and speculate and let me just figure out my life?
You're figuring it out.
That's right.
Yes.
Figuring out my life.
You're figuring it out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Where's my camera?
Did you? Is that after you saw that? Did you have words about it?
I'm figuring it out.
All right.
Y'all hear how she couldn't give him a straight answer, but recently she put up some post of, oh, I'm sick of dealing with this clown, and then there's all these speculations about he got, you know, some other woman pregnant. He already got 2 other kids besides Pilar. So the drama, you guys, it just goes on with Dennis and Porsha. And I don't have all day, but y'all pretty much get the gist of where I'm going with this. Okay, these two need to separate, take care of their beautiful daughter together, co-parent the best way, and move it on forward. You know, you don't want to be dealing, Porsha, with a guy that's constantly in the blogs for cheating, or it looks like he's cheating, or he over there and he really supposed to be over here, and it's just way too much, honey. It's too much. So that's all, you guys, of my Porsha Loves Bad Boys, the series. Will Porsha choose a good guy in the future? I don't know. Y'all let me know. Do you think that she will choose somebody better for her in the future and get rid of Dennis? Okay. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out later.